In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a first order transporter, also known as an atmospheric assault lander, AAL, or AAL 1971/9.1 troop transport. There we go, there's a lot of technical terms in that one. But anyway guys, if you are new to the channel at all, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also, if you're interested in more Star Wars tutorials, I'll leave a link in the card above as well as in the description to a full playlist that you guys can check out after this video. Anyway, let's get into building this one. Alright, so here we are on my flat tutorial world. So of course, there is two versions of this one. There is one with the ramp down, so it's landed, and one with the ramp up. The good news is, it's just moving the slabs. So we're going to be doing the one where it's down first, and then we'll put the one when it's up afterwards. We're going to be doing this one layer by layer because, well, there's a lot of slabs and stairs going on with this one, so it's just going to make it a hell of a lot easier. So this one is 20 blocks long. It is 9 blocks wide because we've got these extra trapdoors on the sides. Otherwise, it would just be 7 blocks long. Wide. And it is 7 blocks high. That's where I'm getting the 7 from. So there we go, 7 blocks high for that bit. So materials that we're just going to need initially are just going to be polished andesite slab, stair, and block. And then we'll add some more as we go along with this tutorial. If you guys want to make a box, you can do. Again, 20 blocks long, 9 blocks wide, but you don't have to at all. So from the front, we're going to build the kind of like the landing part of it. We're just going to, with our 3 slabs, have this directly in the middle. So we're going to have 3 slabs going across. This is going to be going back by 4 in total. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then just fill this all in. So you've got 3 by 4 like that. We're now going to go up with 3 slabs on the upper piece, like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go out and have 5 going out like this. Then another set of 5 behind this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to build the outside kind of part of it, and then we can fill it in as we go. So with your andesite blocks, we're going to have 6 behind this slab here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then with our polished andesite stair, we're going to have 3 upside down stairs. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have stairs this time on the inside, so we're going to have 2 this way, and the final one is going to be going that way, like that, so it wraps around, and then a slab. So you get that little one wrapping around. These are upside down. I told you it's going to be a little bit of a weird one. It might look like a flying box, but it's got a lot of shape to it underneath. So right here, we're going to have those 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to have those 3 upside down polished andesite stairs. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to go onto the inside. We're going to have 2 stairs this way. Then the final one is going to be wrapped around to here. And then we're going to have a slab on the end like that. What we're now going to do is we're going to have, where we've got that first kind of stair here, we're going to have 3 blocks going across the back like that. Upside down stair here, and an upside down slab in the middle. Okay. And now the easy bit, we can put in a load of our polished andesite blocks to fill up this level here, like that. And then with our andesite stairs, where we start that block level here, where we've got that run of 6, we're going to have a stair here, then around the side, and then around the side. So we have just the ends wrapping around a central point. So right here, stair there, stair there, stair there, like that. So we'll get on to the next one now. Alright, so for layer number 2, you need to grab a couple extra blocks, such as smooth stone slab, iron trapdoor, polished deep slate stairs, andesite wall, stone brick stairs, and a sea lantern, because we're using the sea lanterns for the engines. So we're going to start with, is where we put in these 3 stairs here. Right behind that, we're going to put in doubled up smooth stone slabs so that you get the line in between them. So that's going to be right in there, like that. Going forwards from this, we're going to have 4 polished andesite blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then a slab on the end of that one. And then on the side of this, we're going to have an iron trapdoor, and that's going to be for this small searchlight kind of thing going on the side. So there's 2 of these lights on the side. They do look very big. You could use player heads if you wanted to make them a lot smaller and then get rid of the trapdoors. But most people don't have player heads that look like lights. So that's the reason I'm not going with that. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 of your polished andesite blocks. Slab on the front of that one. Then an iron trapdoor right on the side of that there. Then if we go around to the... To be fair, actually, we could just plonk these sea lanterns on top. Yeah, put the sea lanterns on top of those as well. And then we're going to put just an iron tractor on the top for the time being. Now, I also had them on the sides because I used the debug stick to knock that down. Some people don't have the debug stick, so I'll show some options when we get to that point. Right behind this, we're going to have 2 blocks of your polished andesite. Then with our polished deep slate stairs, just have 2 of those in here. It's facing inwards. Then we get 2 blocks of polished andesite, 1 and 2. 1, 2. Now here, with our stone brick stairs, we're going to have 3 upside down stone brick stairs. 1, 2, and 3 upside down on that bit. And we're going to plonk on that a sea lantern for the engine. So 1, 2, and 3. And plonk and a sea lantern on as the engine. Not a sea engine. Right where we've got this back point here, we're going to have a polished andesite block there. And a polished andesite block there like that. And then what we're going to do is with our andesite wall, we're going to have 1 andesite wall piece right on the side of that block. And 1 right there like that. We're going to have to grab a couple extra blocks now. So those blocks are going to need the deep slate tiles. That's going to be one of them. We are going to need an anvil. And we're also going to need a polished deep slate wall as well. And in fact, when we put the anvil on, we're going to need something to plonk it on. So I'm going to be using a barrier block. So I'm going to do /give my name and then barrier. But you guys can also use string as well. So right in this gap, that's where your deep slate tiles are going to be. We're then going to have a barrier or a piece of string. And then put on your anvil going across like that. Either side of that, have a polished deep slate wall. And this is all just part of this weird little engine block thing. Let's just try and make it look interesting. In fact, whack another deep slate tile on top because there isn't any more deep slate tiles. So you might as well have that all finished up. But there we go, guys. That is it for layer number 2. And now for layer number 3, what we're going to do, guys, right on the front here, where we've got the slab, we're just going to place a block of polished andesite and then come forwards with 1. And then you're going to have a polished andesite slab on the front of that. Same here, so block here, block there, slab on the front of that. What we're then going to do is we're going to have 4 blocks of polished andesite directly on top of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to need a new block, which is going to be smooth stone. So with your smooth stone, plonk that on top. It's just to make it look a little bit different, so you get these kind of like different colours, panels, whatever is going on with that. That's all that's really happening there. Behind this, 2 blocks of polished andesite. Then with your polished andesite stairs, we're going to have 2 upside down polished andesite stairs on this bit. 2 upside down stairs in there like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 blocks of polished andesite. Where we've got this andesite wall, we can just extend that one up by 1. Then with our polished andesite stairs, what we're going to do is something a bit weird. But we're going to have an upside down on the inside here. We're actually going to have 2 of those right here. So upside down stair there. So because this back bit, there's some quite complicated angled engines. So this is my best attempt at it with the stone stairs and all that stuff. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to grab stone brick, which there's so many blocks now, which is great, but it makes it more difficult to find it. I don't want the infested one. That would be bad. I just want a normal stone brick block. That's all I want. So what we're going to do with the normal stone brick block, where we've got this stair here, we don't want to obviously let the atmosphere come in. We want to put in a block right here. So I'm going to put one on either side of that. And then what we're going to do is with our stone brick stairs, we're actually going to have 2 of them right here. So 1 and 2, and they're on the inside there like that. So it gives you a little bit more of this kind of opening going on. We can now grab our sea lantern and whack that on the end of those. So then get these kind of 2 angled bits going back, and this has kind of got an open space at the back as well, like that. So what we're going to do now is, if you have access to the debug stick, and I'll show you guys if you do or not. I'm pretty sure it's a Java only thing, but who knows in the future. But what you do is you do /give and then your name and then debug _ stick. And what you can do with this is you can find a property called selected open, and you can put that down to false. So we're going to do that on either side of that. There we go. If you can't do that, grab another type of trapdoor. Something like warped will look pretty good. Seems to look pretty good with the Star Wars stuff. So that's what I've been tending to use as a kind of alternative. We're now going to get into a banner. So I'll show you guys what to do. What we're going to need is a red banner is going to be our starting point. You can also go the other way around. You can have a black banner to start with. It's totally up to you, but we're going to do like the best that I've been able to come up with for a first order logo thing. It's not really a logo, flag. There we go. But you're going to need a loom and you're going to need some black dye. And if you want it the opposite way around, then you just do the same thing. It's very simple. We also need a, I can't remember what the shape's called. It is called a flower charge. So that's the one that I needed to find. So you're going to need a red banner, put that into a loom with black dye, and then you're going to put the flower charge in there, and that will give you this. Right. So at the minute, this doesn't look that strong, so I wanted to make the black look a little bit stronger, so I put the banner back into it, put the black dye on it, put the flower charge back onto it, and what you'll see is it makes it a bit darker, and I actually did that another time after that. So there we go, just to make it really dark, but you can kind of see it's very minor. Look, you can see the little bits of, you know, colour kind of coming through, and that then gets more, well, it just gets to solid. So that's all I've done with mine. Again, you can do it the other way around as well. You can have black with red on it instead, but I just put those on the two sides. I've seen them interchangeably, could have been used as well. So there we go. That will then finish up layer number 3. So to finish up this build, what we're going to do is with your polished andesite slab, you're going to have this over the front. You can have that over like that, just 3 of those. Then behind this, on the right hand side, so this is facing forwards, we're going to put in another sea lantern. We're going to have a sea lantern with the iron trapdoor on the top. There's also going to be one on the side, which I'll debug stick that down. Again, use another if you haven't got that. Then we're going to have 2 slabs just on the side of that. Now what we're going to do is right in the middle, we're going to have a smooth stone slab. And we're going to go diagonal from this and have 3 smooth stone slabs, and then we're going to go back in again. It's just to make some more detail, some more patterns going on with this thing really. Right in the middle, also put in a stone slab there. Now what we can do with our polished andesite is just fill in those gaps. So just here, and also do the same right on the sides of these 2, like that. Now behind, we're actually going to knock out that slab. We're actually going to put in a stair instead. So we're going to have a stair on the side. You can also do the same here if you wanted to. On my one, I just left it because I wanted it to kind of look quite, I don't know, it just looks a little bit blobby, I find, but options are options. So what we'll do very quickly is we'll debug stick that down, because otherwise it's going to bug me. So there we go, I'll knock. I've switched it to facing north, which is always not a good thing if you've changed the direction of it, but where is it? Open, there we go. Knock that down. Apparently there's multiple sticks there. Right, there we go, put that in there. So what we're going to do behind this now, where we've got these blocks here, grab yourself some stone brick stairs, and we're going to do some wrapping around stairs here. So we've got stair there, and stair there. So these just do the same as you got down there really. Exactly the same thing. In between those, you're just going to have polished andesite slabs. Going right to that back point there. We're then going to have 2 sets of 3, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'll give you that. So you got 3 going across, but it goes back by 2. Right, we're going to do the left-hand side first. We're going to put in this gun emplacement. So you're going to place a full block of your polished andesite on the side here. We're going to have an anvil on the top. Then we're going to have a lightning rod. This is going to come forwards. We're going to have 2 of those. You can also use end rods as well. Totally up to you guys or what you prefer. Then on the top of that, we're going to have a piece of grey carpet. Then behind that, we're going to have another block of polished andesite with an iron trapdoor on top, and that's just to kind of show that there's a way up into it. Obviously, we're kind of stuck for the block choices. You could, if you wanted to, of course, put a stair in here or something, knock that out, and do a similar thing around here to actually have that proper mechanism. But I wanted to make mine quite tidy, quite small, so that's why I've gone with that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have another set of just 2 slabs on the side of where that gun is, so 1 and 2. For the main glass kind of part of it now, we're going to have a andesite stair right here. Then we're going to have 2 around the sides there, 1 at the back, and then we're going to have 2 going this way, like that. So this is what we end up getting. At the back, we're just going to have 2 blocks going straight up. At the front, we're going to need to grab some glass. So we're going to need black stained glass and also a warped trapdoor. We're going to have 2 pieces of glass on the front of this here. Now if you want to be able to get into this area, knock out these blocks and put trapdoors around the whole thing, and that'll work. But there we go. So on top of this, iron trapdoors. I then use the debug stick to put iron trapdoors on the side of the glass. And at the top, I put a warped trapdoor on there like that. So if we debug stick these out, I wonder if the debug stick remembers it does. Okay, it's interesting to know. So there we go. You end up getting this kind of a glass thing. But if you wanted to, you know, didn't have these, warp trapdoor them up or leave it. And if you wanted the whole structure, then you could always put in some trapdoors. If you want them with obviously light showing through, then you can do that, or you can have them as one of the more solid ones like dark oak or spruce, or even birch, to be fair. That would also work. So there we go. That is what you get there. So what we're going to do now is, with our polished andesite slab, going to have that in the back there. 2 just on the sides right of the back bit there as well. And now where we've got this stair, we're just going to have 2 slabs again going across. It's only really where you get to this deep slate tile part of it. That's where we're going to have 5 slabs going across. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a stair. So this is going to be right on the edge of this. We're going to have a stair. So put those in there like that. Then with your slab, you're going to have 3 slabs on the lower piece. And on the upper edges of these, we're going to have an upper slab like that. And guys, well, it's almost it actually, because I haven't shown you how to close the thing up. Right, so yeah, you've got enough space to walk in. Haven't really got enough space to go up into this bit, but it's good enough. So how do we actually close up this transport? It's nice and easy. You follow the contours of the ship. So where we've got this kind of bit here, we then end up going across these blocks, and we just join 3 blocks in until we get to the top part of it there. And that is how you have your closed up version. It's very, very simple to do. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, make sure to comment, like and subscribe. And as always guys, I'll see you on the next one.